Hey lovelies, it's your girl Melissa now. Welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you are not. If you've never seen me before, that means you aren't subscribed. So before this video starts, go ahead and do that. In today's video, I'm going to be introducing my first reoccurring topic, which is Black Business Wednesdays, aka BBW. I know that sounds pretty strange, but I just thought it was super quirky, and I'm quirky, so I was like, yes, BBWs. So Black Business Wednesdays is basically every other Wednesday I'm going to be talking to Black entrepreneurs, whether that the field is always going to vary, whether that be business, marketing, sports. It's just a really broad spectrum, because I want to acknowledge the fact that so many of us, especially the youth, have taken this time, this odd, weird, terrible pandemic time, to really cultivate and grow our skills and share them with the world. And I think it's really important for people who haven't done that yet, or feel like they have nothing to offer, to see that a lot of people probably felt like that before, and a lot of people have probably had similar thought. Like some of the people who have really successful brands have probably thought, I have nothing to share, when you really do. So I really hope that you guys see these videos and these interviews and really think and understand that you can do it too. If you want to do something, if you wish you could do something, you can do it. You just have to put in the work. And I know that the pandemic, while for some it's been like a fuel and a fire under their butt, for some people it's made the anxiety worse. It's like seasonal depression, but on a year-long period, right? So I just want to take this time to really try to help and inform young Black people, as well as old Black people, that you can do anything. And these interviews are meant to be very authentic. They're meant to be very real. So yeah, I'm really excited about it. And I do want you guys to know, if you are someone who owns a business, or who is an entrepreneur or a motivational speaker or anything, and wants to talk, or and wants to share their journey, I would love to talk to you. Just message me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or my text messages if you have my number. And yeah, I would love to set up a meeting. So let's get into it. Okay, so our first guest of the entire segment is none other than my older sister, Jayla. She is the owner and proprietor of It's Jaylo's World, which is a fun girl shop. You can follow them on Instagram at It's Jaylo's World. And the reason that it's called a fun girl shop is something that we'll get into once we actually start the interview. course, like I said before, she is the owner of It's Jaylo's World. And yeah, so let's get into the interview. So how are you?
Hi. I am well. Hello, everybody.
Okay, so the first question I have is like, what is It's Jaylo's World? Like, what does that mean to you?
Okay, so we first started off as Jaylo's Closet. This is before I merged my styling business with my shop. So when I started off as Jaylo's Closet, I was revamping like old thrift store items, was selling them as is, and it was just a way to make extra money at first. Like I wasn't thinking long term with this at all. It was just something to make extra money while I was in college. Me and one of my friends, Angelique, we had a business called How About a Look, where we style people. And with that as well, I was not thinking anything about styling. I always loved fashion, but I never was thinking about making a business out of it. So I talked to her, she was like, I really think we should take this serious. Like, people was coming to me asking me to pick out their outfits, but I would do it for free. Like,
right.
I didn't think that was something I could make money off. I really wasn't, like, I was into fashion, but I didn't know that a lot of people had pursued different kind of jobs out of it. So once I actually looked that up and I seen the different things that you can do in fashion, I decided to take it serious. So during the pandemic, I sat down and I just thought of ways to make Jaylo's Closet better. This is before I didn't have my LLC yet, anything. So I'm like, I really want to take this serious now. Like, what are ways that I can take this serious? Sat down, the notebook is important. I jotted down different things of like what I can do with my business. So I'm like, I think I want to merge the two together. My friend Angelique has a lash business, so she couldn't really dedicate the time that she wanted to our styling business. So I'm like, okay, we can just drop this and then I can bring these two together so I can do styling, sell products. And I think the two goes hand in hand because a lot of people don't know how to style the products because they buy for them.
Right.
So my company is all about making women step outside of their comfort zone. Like, it's always going to be a unique piece. Like, it's always something different for this people. One of my favorite products on my company was the clothespin earrings. Like, people really like that.
I'm gonna actually take a picture of those and put it in the video so people can see what it looks like. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Like, so yeah, I just wanna make women just step outside of their comfort zone to know that they could dress how they want to. A lot of people don't dress how they want to because they think other people want to say something. They don't like getting dressed, going to work, going to school, because somebody always saying, like, what you be so dressed up for? Because I don't want to be like,
yeah. Because I know for me, like, even in not middle school, like high school and stuff like that was like a big thing for me. Like, my peers, they wouldn't necessarily be like, why are you so dressed up? But like, if I did look a little dressy, they would say, like, when I would go from school to Farrah's basketball game or practice, and her friend was like, what, are you going to work after school or something? I would be like, no, I don't. I just like to look nice. And I think that's really, really important.
Right. Always like, you want to get dressed up for myself. Like, it's good to get dressed up, feel good, no matter where you're going, like, or just be your unique self. Anything, because I know a lot of people don't like to wear different kind of garments. Like what does she got on?
Right.
What is this? Like,
yeah.
So that's our goal, to push women to step outside of their comfort zone, try something that they won't usually try. And I feel like it does speak through all our garments as well.
That's good. Okay, so my next question is like kind of about that. Like, so you already told us that you want people to, like, after, like, from your business, you want people to, step out of their comfort zone and stuff like that. But like, what led you to think this was so, I won't say so important, but you know how some things, like, you kind of like care about them and then it's like shrug, you know what I mean?
I think, like, when I was starting this business, I feel like right after I got out of high school, I was like really like insecure, and I created this alter ego. That's who Jaylo is. She's the alter ego of Jaylo. Like, she's fun. Like, she'll do everything. Oh man, did it mess up?
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. I stopped. So, like, Jaylo, she was an alter ego of me. she'll do everything that basically I would. I see myself as more simplistic, but when I dress up and go like edgy, I feel like I'm Jaylo.
Right.
So,
right.
I created this like this alter ego from being like insecure, scared to embrace who I truly was. So I feel like that's another big thing too that inspired me to create the business.
Yeah, that is super inspiring, especially to learn that like a lot of people, even myself included, have still struggle with insecurities. And it's like you see people and like for instance, like y'all, our whole life, she's been a fashionista. Like she's liked, I used to be like, I want to dress like my sister. I used to want to dress like you really badly. And to find out that like people you idolize, even like celebrities and stuff like that, like to find out that people you idolize and look up to still go through these same feelings, it's really like, it lets you know that you can achieve anything. You know what I mean? Like even despite having insecurities, it's just like the fact that you can go outside with your outfit on and be like, I look cute. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I think that's also like, it's like a consumer, that's like something that makes you even more like gung-ho to buy something from somebody. You know what I mean? Because you know they're not just it's not like quick fashion. We're like Fashion Nova.
Right. I'm not just selling it to get money. Like it's a story behind
there's a reason for it. I think that is something that is so. I feel like every business should have a personal reason as to any like real like homegrown like heartfelt business should have like a personal reason or personal anecdote as to why they started it, because as to why they want to even sell to people, because I want to help people, but I also know I need to make money too. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like it's a perfect, like, you can't even be mad at that. Like I love that so much. And yeah, so like just to find out that somebody you idolize is like, it's a normal person, they go through it too. It's just like you have to learn that, like, everybody goes through it. It's just it's like how do you carry it? You know what I mean? How do you carry it? Yeah, exactly. And it's just like, that's so inspiring to learn and to find out. Okay.
Because I feel like it's always going to be like an insecurity. Like after we get through one, it's always going to be another one. Like that's just like working on yourself.
Yeah.
It's always going to be something to work on, something to improve.
Definitely. Okay, another question is, what is like a key piece of advice that you would give to somebody starting just a business in general? Like, something that you think they can't. Okay, like a 3-pronged question. What is just general advice that you would give to someone? What would you tell them not to do, and why not? And what would you tell them to do and why?
Okay, so with the advice, one thing would be like, you definitely have to spend money to make money. But also, it's not all about the money either. Mm-hmm. Well, and it depends on like what the business is,
right?
Because some businesses are all about the money, but you definitely have to spend money to make money, and it takes time. Like it's been a couple of times that I wanted to quit because one thing I hate. Like, I used to hate this so much. Like, this is like when I first started.
Right.
People would like DM you and they're like, "Oh, this is so cute." Never low your prices. I used to start off with like super cheap prices because I just wanted my stuff to sell, but I was putting myself on the shorter end of the stick.
Selling yourself short.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So don't do that. Everything takes time. Like, when sit down and plan. At first, I was just in a rush to start stuff because not only because I wasn't that serious, but I mean, I just wanted to. But then when I really sat down and like, I'm like, yeah, this I love fashion. This is really what I want to do. I'm gonna really put my heart in this, and I'm gonna take my time with it. Like, I write in my notes every day about something that I want to either add to my business or like a way that I want my business to improve.
Right.
I was so excited once I got like my business license. Like once I got my business account, like now I feel like I'm ready. I'm ready to receive everything that this business is supposed to bring me. Like at first I was like, I put it in my personal account. Like it's just chunk changes, but I want it to flourish. Like I'm ready for it to flourish. But I feel like people should take their time. Like never rush. It's not a race. And always like if you feel like you need to rebrand. Like if you feel like you want to change something with your business, change it. It's not a rush at all. Like, never rush.
So constant growth is a thing. So, like, even if you think you're married to something, always try out new, ideas, new styles, new techniques. Just because you never really know, like, what you want until you've tried everything. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, you don't know what your favorite, how do I say, like, I'm trying to think of an example about, like, style. Like, you don't know what your favorite style is if you only dress one way.
Until you try it out.
Yeah.
Right.
So, thank you for that. One last question, because I don't want it to be too long. YouTube, you know how they get. Like, too long of a video, the quality, all this stuff.
Like,
yeah, exactly. Okay, so the last question I have for you is, considering your journey, is there anything that you wish you could change and why? Or is there no other way is there no other way that you would have rather do this than the way you did, and why? Wait, it's
I wouldn't take anything. I don't know. I don't think I would do anything differently because I feel like I learned so much with doing things the way I did. Hold on, Ronnie.
That's my very cute niece.
Hold on, okay? Okay. I don't know. Like, I think I would do everything. I don't think I would do anything.
I think that is a really strong point. Going to school for things that you think your parents will approve of and you think will make money. But what's really important, I don't want to say, like, if you want to be a person that's happy monetarily in life and not happy, like, internally, like to be, in my mind, like, money is a part of happiness just in this in the society that we live in, because it equates to comfortableness. But I think also doing the thing that makes you happy is also what will make you feel wealthy. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to be in some job, like a job that you hate, or majoring in something that you hate because you think your parents, not even hate it, that you just don't feel anything for.
A passion for.
Yeah,
like make money, like
it's because you're gonna be rich and sad unless you end up making all the money that you need to make for life in like 2 years and can go live life. But for most people, that doesn't happen. So I think it's really important that when you do go to school, or if you're thinking to go to school, especially if you have like a working for yourself in mind, major in something that you need personally. But also think about the fact that if you want to have a career outside of it, but don't ever just think solely for the fact that I'm going to work for this person. If you're the entrepreneur type, listen, I'm not saying everybody is for this, but if you're the entrepreneur type, definitely major in something that benefits both you and like your possible, like the career you wouldn't mind doing. You know what I mean? Don't just major in something that's like strictly good for your career of being an accountant and not your career of being a stylist. You know what I mean? Major and minor. Take courses, do programs, like a lot. And also a lot of people need to know that when you do want to have a career in something, they like to see diversity in like activities. They don't like to just see, like I'm trying to go to medical school. Yeah, like they don't like to see, oh, she's only done hospital work. Cool, but so is every other medical applicant. You know what I mean? Like they need to see like you're a well-rounded person. So don't just go to school thinking that you have to do something essentially to end up working for somebody. Which, if you want to do that, you do, but also make it work for you too. Don't just go to school for the sole purpose of working for somebody. If you don't want to be a person who just works for somebody, you know what I mean? Like, be decisive in choosing your major and minor and what they mean for you. So that was a really, really good point. I really want to thank you so much for even doing this, because like it is really awkward, because it's through like the Zoom and stuff like that. Yeah. I know, like the camera makes things so like, is it like official? But yeah, thank you so much for doing this. I'm so glad you think so. But yeah, I will talk to you later. Is there anything else that you want to share, like outside of any questions, just any wisdom you want to impart before you go?
Just believe in yourself. Always speak positive words into yourself as well as into your business. Like, don't think negatively, because I do feel like that can mess up your past and stop you from doing what you really wanted to do. Like, just believe in yourself. Everything is not gonna happen in one day. It's not gonna happen it may not even happen in 1 year. Like, everything literally takes time. Just, if you know that's what you want to do, for sure, go after it. In notebooks. Keep your notebooks.
Write it down. If you don't write it, it can't come. It can't come if you don't write it. Right. Make it real for yourself. But yeah, thank you so much. I will talk to you later. I love you so much.
Thank you.
Toodles.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye. Okay, so that's the end of our interview with Jayla. I really hope that you guys got something from this interview, and if you haven't, I'm sorry. But I really hope that you get something from the next one. If there's any type of business that you want to know about or learn about, let me know. And because I promise you guys, I have friends who do literally everything. Like, when I say everything, I mean everything. Like, anything you want to know about, I have a friend who does it. Or an uncle or an aunt. Not an uncle, but or an uncle, aunt. Yes, an uncle. Or family. I have people who do these things. I know people who do a lot of stuff. So please, no request is too big or too small. So just let me know, and I will get right on it in the next interview, and I'll see you next time.